Welcome to Timely Deliberations, and in this learning session I'm gonna present the theory of political order. So just go on and on and on until the operationalization that I use in the stability report, so that you can simply, if you want to get this theory presented to you on video and learn it. It's will give you knowledge also inside political theory in general, how to make political theory and political philosophy. Of course, political sociology, from where the theory derives. So when we speak about political order, we talk about the effect that when society is constituted, there is an institutionalization of sovereignty, we say, and this institutionalization of sovereignty we call a political form, and nowadays we mostly speak about the state, so the political form that we're going to talk about here is the state. So the state is somehow mending the political condition of society, and in that influencing society, the state sustains a political order. So this is the thing, that society is constituted by a political constitution. Thomas Hobbes talks about that we gain peaceful cohabitation in a social order through a covenant. That we strike some kind of agreement or contract with each other, he imagines, and in political philosophy this is the foundation for the theory of political order, that we then understand society to be constituted through the political constitution. So there is some kind of sovereignty that is referenced in government towards its surroundings, but also in society, that there is a sovereign entity that can order society, and the ordering of society, these structures through which sovereignty orders society, these we call the state, So it's a conglomerate of institutions and institutionalizations of sovereignty that can mend the political condition into order, And this is what we are theorizing, and why I got on this was because I've ended my schooling in the late 80s and started traveling around the world, and in that period there was a tectonic shift in the global political order. So the Cold War ended, and there appeared to be a new dawn for the world, but what I saw was that states were struggling. So the way a state as a political form seeks to mend the political condition is by distributing power and rights, and I saw that the states were struggling, and I saw also that it was difficult all of a sudden for the states to legitimize government. Before, in the Cold War, you were just either with the US or with the USSR, and then that was the basic way to legitimize government was the adherence to communism or liberalism, or some kind of ideology. And this something happened there in the 90s, and I was very interested in state theory, I remember reading Jessup and got my hands on Changing Political Order and Changing Societies by Samuel P. Huntington. And then I got deeply interested in how does the state actually works. Yeah. So much of the discussion was liberal institutional about how, to make something democratic or liberal or capitalist or these two. But I was interested in figuring out the state. How does it actually work? And spent some years abroad, traveling and visiting societies and hanging around libraries out there, studying. And then when I finally started university, I did a Bachelor of Arts. And then my father, foresighted, on my behalf, gave me this offer that if I could do a bachelor's degree in political science in 1 year, then he would aid me with some financing. And I thought, why not? It was a challenge, and then I managed to do that. Didn't get very good grades, but there was a lot of exams. And in the end, there was an assignment, like a thesis-like assignment, and I got hooked on writing theses in social sciences. So, after I had done my master's in arts and social sciences, in the end, I finished them, and I got a PhD in the University of Lund in Sweden, where there was a professor there, Göran Dahl, who gave me the chance to just come to terms with these things, the concept of political constitution, which I find to be a prerequisite for the theory of political order. And that's what my dissertation is about. The logic of the exception is about the relation between the concept of political constitution, sovereignty, and the state, and how to understand these concepts in relation, to demarcate these concepts in relation to each other, as a foundation for a theory of political order. And then I started to write and teach theory of political order from around 2010, and I'm still working on writing it, and it's a bit difficult to get a publisher interested, because a theory of political order is not exactly mainstream political science. I want to say a little bit about the intellectual landscape, because already in the 90s and until today, we have had in the social sciences a sort of a normative paradigm, and the theory of political order is a descriptive theory. It wants to describe the state, so figure out what is there, indicate what is maybe the problem with the state, and maybe prescribe also how could this state develop. And even it wants to predict also, if the state develops in this direction, then it will get into these sorts of challenges, and if it develops in this direction, it will have other challenges, and this. So it's like being somewhat predictive, and let's just say that it's still very difficult to penetrate the normative paradigm. Descriptive theories are viewed with suspicion, and already when I did my my bachelor's back in the mid-90s, there was deep suspicion about this way of going about social science, not having a sort of a normative foundation for the theoretical outlook, either in emancipatory direction or in some other deontological inclination for the theory, and I just wanted to make descriptive theory. So yeah, I was warned already back then, because a friend of mine who was started study right out of high school has gotten to the point where he was going to write a dissertation on Carl Schmitt as the Hobbesian of the 20th century. So he's going to write just a historical dissertation on how to understand the theory of Carl Schmitt, and it was not possible because the prejudice towards political order was due to both the works of Huntington and the works of Carl Schmitt, and the inclination to be Lockean, Rousseauian, and not so much Hobbesian in political theory, simply made it impossible. He had to stop that project, and therefore I had to go around. But I was very lucky with Göran Dahl in Lund, so I got a job there, and the rest is history. Now the theory is complete, and I have used it the last 5-10 years for analyzing the political stability of states. But yeah, I think now it's time we are experiencing maybe a new tectonic shift in the global political order, and I think now it's time to reveal the theory and the focus on how to build good states so people can have rights secured and not have to worry about their safety all the time. This is a major concern when we go around the planet. I make a series on the global political order also, and you can follow the stability report. The prerequisites for building a theory of political order, I would say that there are two, but of course, you need to be persistent, perseverant, and you need to focus on getting this done, because it's a new enterprise in political science. So it's the tradition that really aids. I enjoy very much the work of Max Weber, and my dissertation is about Carl Schmitt and also Sorel. But what we need now is to take one step further, and already in the next video I'm going to start with what I call Huntington's equation, to give you a sense of the tradition of and how it views the political order, and how we shall see what are the issues in beginning to theorize. But what we need to have is, to start with, is an intuition of society, and we all have that more or less. But think about it, what is your intuition of society? There is water in the tap, there is sewage, there is food in the supermarket, there are roads and internet and all sorts of things. So it's like but build your intuition from the concrete. What is actually here, there? electricity, these things. Yeah, this is like, yeah, society is. The state has managed a lot of stuff already, but yeah, building good states is yeah, somewhat an imperative, you could say, for the theory of political order. But what we just want to know is, how does it work, the state? Yeah, so we look at society and to see how does the state influence society. Yeah, so but get an intuition of society, whether you want to stabilize it or destabilize it, or what your normative inclination may be towards society. This is irrelevant. We want to describe, yeah, and see if we can make a conceptual framework, yeah, that encompasses the theory of political order from where we would be able to deduct hypotheses. So it's like very much a scientific exercise. And what we need is a concept of political constitution. So, yeah, I'm going to start with that after a few preliminary steps of introducing you to the topic. But yeah, I made also a video series about the political constitution, so you can find that in the description below. This is actually all I want to do here in the beginning, just to give you. My motivation is to make a political scientific theory so we can analyze societies. And yeah, you're welcome on this journey, and therefore you should probably subscribe if you're interested, and share with a friend. Get into this. This is good stuff if you're into political theory or political philosophy or political science, social science in general. This could be a real treat for you. So I hope to see you in the next one. Please give comments. What can I do better? I want to know, because I want to do this. I want to do this right. Thanks for your attention here. Yeah, thanks.